Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel and to the podcast as well. It is another episode of Impromptu Thoughts where I rant and rave about the most random topics on the internet and in real life. No scripting, no editing, just pure, unadulterated yapping. Sorry. I'm trying to make the intro as impressionable as possible so that people still stay here. And before I start, I would like to formally apologize for the lack of Impromptu Thoughts content because I genuinely am not sure most of the time what to make a video about. Is it, do I make a video on this topic? Let me make a video on that topic. And actually, I want to focus this more on what I want to talk about in the channel. Actually, what I really want to talk about in the channel, and this is one of those topics right now. So today's topic is all about privileges. Now, I know a lot of my viewers here are in the same boat as me, maybe in a much better boat or in a less better boat. I won't think of you guys any lower, but let me eat my sundae. It is going to melt by the time I'm done recording. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Now, I know a lot of you guys are in the same group as me. I am 19, or at least a lot of us here are within the legal adult range, if not younger, or still in their minor teens, I guess. And have you guys ever looked back in your lives? Like, what was the worst experience that you had involving your family? So, yeah, I've had a few, and I won't lie, they were still haunting me to this day. But at the same time, I had a thought. Like, what if these incidents were. Sorry. What if these incidents were from our own doing in the first place? Because, of course, your parents are not gonna yell at you for no reason whatsoever. And that's actually what I love about my parents. As much as my dad and I don't see eye to eye, I still have the obligation to respect him. And it's true that we really don't see eye to eye that much nowadays. However, he is still my dad, and he still does dad things for me, like giving me a roof over my head this Sunday to eat, and my essentials, and that includes my mom too. She provides me with essentials. She provides my sister with everything she needs, and that is a privilege. That is what's called a privilege. So, a lot of privileged kids out there don't understand this, and I'm not sure if bragging about me understanding the concept of being privileged considered uh, actually being spoiled or something. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys to decide whether or not that's the case in the comments down below. But yeah, I know a lot of what the heck is my lock exposure. Okay, I know a lot of you guys or sorry, a lot of other people just don't seem to understand just how privileged they are. I've heard so many spoiled kid stories, and I should probably thank Connor Punts for that because I let his videos play in the background while I'm making my models or studying. But yeah, I've heard a lot of spoiled kid stories from Connor Pugs, and I'm wondering how on earth are these kids going to make it through life without their parents? Like, what if, uh, God forbid, what if their parents die early while they're still like in their preteens? What if that happens? Like, what are they gonna do now that their source of pretty much everything in their lives is gone? Or what if they get disowned? I do remember that one story where a spoiled kid gets straight up disowned. I forgot which video in particular because that story is found in a lot of his compilations and stuff. But yeah, getting so spoiled that you end up getting disowned by your own family is definitely a very crazy thing. Almost as if it was made up, although I am not entirely sure. I'm not gonna randomly throw accusations around or anything. However, my point still stands. A lot of us just don't realize just how privileged we are. Like a lot of us people like me. Heck, a lot of people my age are in Jollibee. Yes, the people making these Sundays. People like me are in Jollibee or any other fast food restaurant, I guess. A lot of people have to work for their shit. And honestly, I too want to do the same. It's not that I'm thinking that the work is gonna be easy because I could tell from all the other types of Reddit stories I've heard that it very much isn't. You have to deal with a lot of stingy managers or uh, lazy coworkers, or perhaps you're a lazy coworker yourself. I kid. Okay, but anyway, yes, I am aware that uh, getting a job in this day of age, in this day and age of all times, is not gonna be easy. Although I have found some potential opportunities to work remotely, because I highly doubt my school schedule is gonna let me work part time, if anything. And if I do want to work part time, I can't really afford to be working late at night because the distance between my college and my apartment is way too far, and a lot of the jeeps that I take to get back home becomes even more scarce as the night goes on. So definitely can't afford that right now. So I guess I'll definitely go look for a remote job if anything. Because if I'm being honest with you guys, I really want to know what it feels like to finally buy my own stuff with my own hard earned money. And I won't lie, I had some experience with working before. I think it was back in summer after 11th grade. I worked, I guess, because I don't know if this is considered as actual work, but I worked as my dad's driver of sorts. I would drive into work in his truck, and when he gets there, I stay at my paternal grandparents' house in the meantime during his work. And then when he comes to my grandparents' house, I will drive him back home. It's simple as that. So I honestly have no idea if this counts as actual work because technically I all I really did was just drive the car to and from uh, point A and point B. I don't know because I yes I'm getting paid. That's actually uh, sorry I got paid. So I still don't know if that will count as actual work. There was also this other time after I graduated uh, senior high. It was the summer before my first year in college. My cat is scurrying around. I'm so sorry. But anyway, it was my summer before college. My dad uh, paid me to mow down some grass. And while you may think, oh, that's simple enough, a lot of people do that. Mind you, it is a huge plot of land that he turned into his farmland. Not going to disclose anything other than that, but yeah, it was a really huge plot of open land, but like the majority of it was already covered in banana trees. But still, there was still this huge area that was still open, and there was a shit ton of grass, and that was what I was gonna mow down. I think it took me around 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks to mow the entire area. Actually, I think it was a week and a half. It's like he treated it like a regular work day, where like I work during the weekdays and then the weekends I get some time for myself and for the family and stuff. So I guess yeah, I guess it's 2.5. Sorry, 1.5 weeks or 1.5 to 2 weeks. Okay, I'm just let's just conclude there. So yeah, I got paid to do that as well. And again, I am not sure if that's considered actual work, but the point of work is to do something for a person who's gonna pay you to do it. That is considered work. And my channel is considered work, I guess. I work on uh, my videos and stuff. I actually just finished my recent video and it will be uploaded soon. I just had a bit of mild grievances with DaVinci Resolve, but I can't I can't complain when it's free, honestly. So yeah, even if I am already this privileged with like a roof on my head over my head, all the essentials I could ever need, and ice cream. Not, I still consider myself a really big cheapskate. There was this one time, or actually no, it was back in December. I really wanted to know what it felt like to use a mechanical keyboard or like to own a mechanical keyboard. So I found a cheap Red Dragon mechanical keyboard, and then I saved up some more of my allowance to buy all the necessary repairs I need. Yeah, I know it's like technically something that I bought for myself with my money, but what exactly did I do to earn that? absolutely nothing. I mean, other than doing good at school, I guess. I mean, no, I'm not given a raise in my allowance for my good grades. I mean, if anything, I don't really I don't really mind that. But still, that really taught me a lot about saving my money on stuff. And I really have nobody but my parents to thank for this habit of mine to like get stuff as cheap as possible, but at the same time not compromising on quality. So yeah. And while I wouldn't say the same for my sister, and that's not me saying she's the complete opposite of me. No, she still does mean well. She's just needing constant reminders and stuff. And actually, I did just get reminded of just how privileged I am just earlier today because I forgot to do something important that I was supposed to do while I'm here at home, and yeah, I got a pretty stern talking to by my dad, but it wasn't really that bad. I actually have no idea why I got angry inside in my head. Maybe it's because I've been accustomed my whole life to get mad because in my head I'm gonna be like, oh no, my dad's gonna devolve into another 7 hour long lecture or something like that. No, no, that's I'm sorry. Just saying this out loud already feels kind of stupid now because I know my dad means well, and heck, he really does mean well. He's given me everything I need to make life easier, and the least I could do was just to do this, but I failed to do it. So there you go. There's the stern talking to that I pretty much deserve. And I know a lot of you guys also feel the same way as me. You guys are pretty frustrated inside that you're being lectured again by your parent, and inside is just, can you just shut the fuck up? No, I wouldn't ever say that out loud, but again, just saying it out loud right now just already makes me feel even worse than what I was already feeling inside while I was given the stern talking to. So, yeah, I know it's hard, but I know at some point in your life, guys, if anyone who's the same status as me right now is watching this video, or if you guys are still here, thank you so much, by the way, if you're putting this on the background. Uh, uh, Please listen carefully. I know you guys are privileged and stuff, and we should be thankful for that, okay? I mean, I can definitely understand. There are some times that we forget just how privileged we are. It's perfectly fine. Although, I don't want to brag, but like, I'm very sorry. I don't want to brag, but it was actually months ago. It was actually, I think, 5 months since the last time I was reminded. And to be honest, that was kind of my longest streak ever because usually I would have 3 months, give or take, before I majorly fumble again and then I have to be reminded again. But like 5 months, I'm just looking back and then thinking, wow, how much did I change from back then compared to what I am now? And that's the best part about it. Like, when you're doing something that is a sign of thanks for everything that you've been given to by your family, it's a really nice feeling inside, you know. I can honestly relate to that because I uh, also had those moments where I seem to forget to do something important, like the example I just mentioned. And so naturally, you would assume that, oh, I'm sorry, I just didn't forget, okay? I just forgot, okay? You don't need to do this to me and stuff. But then uh after that small lecture, I started reflecting on it a bit, and then I realized, maybe I really should just do better instead of complaining all the time. Because if I do complain all the time, that would make me a spoiled kid. And I don't want to be a spoiled kid. I know you guys who are listening to this video right now don't want to be marked as the spoiled kid on the internet. My should have known. They definitely anticipated this. My ice cream is now 50% soup. Anyway, I know you guys don't want to be marked as a spoiled kid, and I know you guys are working hard not to be marked as such, and I congratulate you guys for that. And I'm sure your parents will be proud of you as well for all the little things you do for them. Whether it's just greeting them at the door after coming home from work or doing something nice for them. It's the little things in life that uh, will make you have that really nice feeling inside. It's much better than doing something for yourself, honestly, because I feel like I've inherited this from my dad. Because I remember that one time when he took me along with him to like a Christmas donation drive. That was a really long time ago, actually. I was still a very tiny child back then, and yet I still vividly remember that memory. That nice feeling inside. If you can do something nice for other people, then you can surely do something nice for your family. Or I guess if you always have this habit of doing something nice for yourself, then you can pass that on to other people. That's the best part about it. So, in conclusion, don't be spoiled, okay? I know a lot of you guys are in the middle class like me, if not higher, or maybe lower. Again, I won't think any of you guys any lesser than any other people. And I really appreciate those people in my friend group who really do care about their family as much as they care for everyone else in the friend group. uh I know I myself have a short temper, but I'm working on that. I'm working on doing better all the time. And yes, you or I may have a time where you fumble and stuff. I'll say this a third time. That just happened to me. I fumbled and I got a stern talking to. But that's okay. You just listen to your parents, learn from your mistakes, and you just and get up and do better next time. It's that simple. I wish the spoiled kids would understand everything I just said in this video. Not to spread hate, but like I know a lot of you guys have forgotten just how privileged you are. You're probably watching this video during a point where you're it seems like you're bored and have nothing else to do, like literally nothing else, not even like doing this very particular chore that uh, somebody else is doing for you, but that somebody else isn't here. So it's supposed to be up to you to do that, but you didn't. and that's perfectly fine. Uh, Once again, learn from your mistakes. Understand that people like me, people like you, uh, if you're the same as me, watching this video right now, who doesn't have to work for money, or at the very least wants to give back to their parents as much as possible, even though they will fumble in some instances. Um, Keep going at it. I am so proud of you guys. I know I'm not a parent myself, but like just that reflection that I had earlier after the Stern talking to really opened me up to a different perspective in this entire thing. And so, before I end this video, I would like to thank my parents if they are watching this right now. Uh, they are literally downstairs, but if they are watching this video right now, if they happen to come across this in their feeds, thank you guys so much for everything you have uh, done for me and for my sister. And sis, if you're also watching this, I am so proud of you for changing for the better, because I've seen your progress and I know you fumble more times than me right now, but trust me, I have fumbled just as much as you are right now. I have fumbled that many times back then, the same way you are right now. And yeah, just just keep it up. I know you can do it. I know you can at some point in the future finally give our parents a chance to retire, like the retirement that they very well deserve. Because if anything, they should retire early, because what the heck, they have worked way too hard for us. At some point, you're genuinely questioning, like, how much do they have to uh, work just to give us this kind of life? Okay, I think I'm rambling too much. Uh, anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. If you're interested, please check out my other episodes of Impromptu Thoughts, and be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for lots of random topics and maybe an occasional paper model that isn't an airplane. And if you guys are interested, be sure to check out my main channel where it's all things Paw Patrol and aviation. It's Paw Aviation. That's all for today. It's your boy Paul here, and go make your parents proud, y'all.